Up the middle, Achane.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38 as they've got it as we resume action. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 62 yards. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Tua and the Dolphins offense staying put. They'll go for 2.
And they'll still try and run for it. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Dolphins are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
But first down, Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Achane here. They stay on the ground.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Running left, Achane.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs. And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
From midfield, here's Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. It's a slant to Hill. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. They set up the screen. Achane has it.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one left.
Touchdown, Dolphins! Devon Achane from 3 yards out, and the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure, and here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley.
Room past the 35 and all the way up to the 46. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And not that the coach asked me, but I do like the call there to start the drive. Looking for something maybe to jumpstart this offense. And they decided to run a little screen play. Maybe get their running back a little bit of space. Mission accomplished. He turns that into good yardage and a quick first down.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete.
Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown, Eagles!
Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
They'll throw now on the final play. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. 1 second, all that remains.
Tua, a final shot before half. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The third quarter begins with a run by Achane. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Achane.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Tua now on first down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10
at about the 32. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Dancing to his left.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, down at the 31.
Throwing is Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
They'll drop the throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Back to throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal. Barkley will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Again, it's Achane. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. A give left side. Here's Achane. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. But it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen. And it turns into a nice positive play.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Hurts will throw. And he's he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll run for it with Achane. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Quick slant, Tyreek Hill with it. Down the right sideline, Tyreek Hill. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. A big play looming on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Complete. Smith has it. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And that's complete to Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allow him to convert on 4th and long. 4th down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
He'll look to throw. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's back to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to. It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here we go. This is 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That is caught. He's got room to roam. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It's a loss of 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Steps away to his left. And he's in for the touchdown, and barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game. The dramatic score to tie it, and now they just need the PAT to get the lead late 4th quarter.
So much for the touchdown maker. It's all about the extra point attempter. And I can't wait to see how this one turns out.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. Here's Moore. He will return it. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Here's 1st and 10. Tua. Connecting with Hill, and they're able to get this one across the 35. And a timeout is called. So now you're looking at probably just one final play from back in their own territory, and they're going to need a miracle. Here's 1st down. Now Tua. He's going to let it fly. This ball intercepted. And the Eagles are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Ford Field. Right to the air. Here is Goff. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Goff now looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Escaping the pressure right. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory down at the 31. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Flush to his right. Got his man. It's Williams. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 16. Gibbs straight ahead. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Goff now looking to throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd down and 8. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. After the interception, here's Goff. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. Now it's Goff. That is caught by Laporta. And in for the Lions touchdown. Sam Laporta, 28 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And able to get this out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Goff. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. But backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Eluding the pressure right. Outright this one goes to Patrick. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. 4th down, a give to Gibbs. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. Gibbs will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. Well, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Achane. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line. And they'll give this to Achane. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Up the middle, Achane. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Tua on 4th down. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Yeah. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Both feds in the state wanna see my knee. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, hit before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. I'm a hot girl yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. Now the kicker, that's Cameron Dicker, set to get us started. And we are underway in Foxborough. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get them going. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Back to Stevenson on first down.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. May. A complete to the former Charger, Hunter Henry. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 40. 15 yards there on the catch and run. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. They'll throw with May. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 17-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again, it's Stevenson. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On play action, May. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. 4th down, here's May. Gets this complete to Butte. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Here's Stevenson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Stevenson is into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 19-yard line.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins to the 22-yard line. 6-0 our score after 1. From the 22 now, here's the 2nd down and 6. A give up the middle to Dobbins.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 6. Now it's Herbert. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
They snap it to Herbert.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Now May on 1st down.
Escaping the pressure right.
Open man, that's Henry.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score.
Antonio Gibson.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
That right there makes up for that missed extra point they had after the first score.
Yeah, they went ahead and got back to level by going for 2 and having the normal amount of points, so that works out pretty well for them. And if you're the kicker, don't worry about it too much. Now they've got back to where they want to be, he'll try it out there for the next one.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Charger drive about to get going.
And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Here's Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Another run here with Dobbins.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Herbert on 3rd down now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 29-yard line. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 2 big plays in succession, and the Chargers on the move.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Patriots are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now. Offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Here now, 2nd and 4. To throw, it's May. Flush to his right. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the shotgun, it's May. Flushed out right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
On first down, here's May. Complete. It's Henry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs. He worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's May. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide-open receiver.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. To the air, May. He completes it to Henry. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Throwing now, May on first down. That's complete right around the 8. And the Patriots are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Gibson is into the end zone. Touchdown, New England. Well, fans of old school football, they got to be loving this, partner. All 3 drives so far have ended in a touchdown, and all 3 on the ground.
And when you say fans of old school football, count me in, because you just don't see ground games dominate the scoring by pounding the rock like this anymore. To me, this is refreshing.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trailed as we get back underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. From the 35 on second down. Herbert, they'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there. And there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and a yard. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Throwing here is May. On the move past the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. Douglas, the man in motion. And they go play action with May. Escaping the pressure right. Short pass caught by Henry. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And that's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They're going on 4th down. May. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Austin Hooper. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that look like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. May going to try to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Flush to his right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Herbert now. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. 2 yards on the pickup there. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Again, Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 22-yard line. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. On the slant, this is Chark. Touchdown! DJ Chark, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it, and they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
They'll throw on first down with May. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. That one caught by Polk. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On 1st and 10, it's May. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. 2nd and 7. Again, he'll drop to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield. Touchdown, Patriots! Hunter Henry from 13 yards out. And the Patriots are an extra point away from going up by 30. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And once again, the Pats decide to go for 2. May going to try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnston. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. On 1st down, it's Herbert. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. One last throw here for Herbert. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play.